What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, former WBO junior middleweight or super welterweight world champion, Australian superstar boxer, the son of a legend, Tszyu, that being Tszyu, 27 wins now, 3 losses, no draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. Tszyu stands at 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He defeats Dennis Nurja tonight, who came into this fight undefeated, 20 wins, no loss, no draw, only 9 wins by way of knockout. But he took a loss tonight. He got dropped twice in the fight. And after the fight was over, Tszyu wins the unanimous decision. And after the fight was over, they officially announced Tszyu facing off against former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Errol the Truth Spence Jr., who is 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout this summer. They saying it's a possibility the fight could be pushed back slightly because Tszyu suffered a nasty cut underneath his left eye tonight, so that could push the fight back. Nonetheless, after I watched this fight, Errol Spence doesn't do tune-ups, but this is the ultimate perfect comeback fight for Errol Spence. He's been out the ring going on 3 years. By the time this fight happens, it'll be 3 years, okay? Last time he fought was July of 2023. That's when he fought Terrence Bud Crawford for the first time in his career. He suffered a lot of first times. The first time he got dropped, multiple times, the first time he got stopped, the first loss of his career, and he lost his longtime trainer, Derrick James. With that said, he's now with Ronnie Shields. That was July 2023. Errol Spence will be out the ring. It's not going to happen until at least July, at the very least, okay? With that said, Errol Spence style is perfectly suited, and Ronnie Shields is going to tweak some things, but Errol Spence's style and skill set matches up perfectly with that of Tszyu. And this is the perfect fight for Errol Spence. Now, I'm hoping that this fight takes place in Texas. I'm hearing that it could be in Vegas, it could be in Australia, so on and so forth. But I'm truly, truly hoping. And tonight, they make a big deal out of Tszyu fighting in Australia. He fought Dennis Nurja in Australia tonight, and it absolutely was not sold out. The whole upper arena was empty. You can clearly see it, and they tried to dark it out, but it was just too late. So with that said, Errol Spence, his style and his skill set, he's bigger than Tszyu. He's a southpaw. Tszyu is a pressure fighter. Come forward. Errol Spence ain't got the look for him. Errol Spence going to have to deal with his output and his counterpunch ability, but that's it. Tszyu is a solid puncher, a solid fighter, very vanilla, comes forward, and aggressive. He's an aggressive body puncher. He's a poor man version of Errol Spence. Exactly what he is. Errol Spence is going to be looking in the mirror. The difference is Errol Spence is bigger. He's 5'9.5", about 5'10". He has longer arms, 72-inch arms. He's a natural southpaw. Tszyu was trying to fight southpaw tonight. Errol Spence is going to stop Tszyu. After what I witnessed tonight, I witnessed Tszyu get countered by Dennis Nurja tonight, right? He's tailor-made for Errol Spence. Errol Spence is going to look great against Tszyu. This fight should be at AT&T Stadium, if I'm honest with you. It needs to be in Texas. The comeback that's so highly anticipated from the boxing world for Errol Spence, and for Errol Spence to come back in Texas at AT&T Stadium against an opponent that's going to be action-packed for him and right in front of him, for him to get his 23rd knockout stoppage victory, it needs to be at AT&T Stadium, man. It truly needs to be at AT&T, not in Las Vegas, not in Australia. It needs to be in Dallas, Texas at AT&T Stadium, man. The anticipation, the intrigue, the interest that the boxing world has to see Errol Spence get back in the ring, man, put this fight in AT&T Stadium, man, in Texas, man. The whole world gonna come out to see Errol Spence come back, man. And he gonna stop Tszyu. He gonna look great doing it. And then guess what's gonna happen? Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora. You ain't gonna see Sebastian Fundora is talking about he's interested in going to fight Virgil Ortiz on the Canelo card in September, the old Mexican card that Canelo's gonna put on. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna see Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora. This Errol Spence gonna have the performance that's gonna dazzle the fans again. Get the people to believe in Errol Spence again, right? And Sebastian Fundora for that WBC title is going to be on the line. Point blank and period. In the fall. Believe that. But Errol Spence is going to stop Tszyu. He's going to stop Tszyu in about the 9th or 10th round. For sure. But let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Tszyu, I watched him hit this dude, Dennis Nurja, tonight with some nasty blows, wobble his legs, have him on noodle legs, and couldn't finish him. Errol Spence, we don't know. His heart, his determination, his will to win will still be there. And his adrenaline gonna be moving. Errol Spence gonna win this fight against Tszyu. Believe that, man. But let me know what y'all think, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace. Now, Sebastian Fundora, on the other hand, that's a tall order right there. That's a whole different conversation. Peace.